NBA star Jonathan Isaac is going out of the comfort zone, and he's starting an anti-woke clothing line. This is actually really refreshing considering in today's climate, anytime that you go against the grain, you get canceled. We don't see celebrities, sports athletes, or anybody of notoriety come out against the agenda, and doing this is actually really impressive and good on him. In fact, I would say it's bold and inspiring. This clothing line is going to be about embracing free speech, embracing your faith, and most importantly, patriotism, which is frowned upon in today's society. You can't be proud of living in America anymore because it's all racist and white. So imagine walking down the street wearing some merch that talks about your beliefs, your values, and your morals. Well, Jonathan Isaac is going to be making that a reality. Jonathan Isaac's anti-woke clothing line is going to be giving a voice to those who might feel drowned out. It's really refreshing to see somebody that is of notoriety come out and do something that gives a voice to people that are drowned out in today's sea of social ideologies. We get all these weird woke culture type of things that people are just getting tired of having shoved down their throat. Jonathan Isaac tweeted out about this, and he spoke up. This tweet that Jonathan Isaac posted earlier has completely made me a fan of him. You can see he went off. Bravo to speak out that loudly against the woke ideology is brave, because let's be honest, liberal media is going to try to cancel Jonathan hardcore. You're going to see smears coming. You're going to see people backlashing and boycotting his stuff. And it's not about shutting down conversations or creating conflict, guys. That's not what it's about. It always gets labeled as hate and all this. It's about celebrating real diversity and encouraging open conversation. The people that claim to be tolerant are actually intolerant. They don't want opposing ideologies. They don't want different viewpoints. They don't want you to be an individual. Jonathan Isaac wants to empower people who have alternative viewpoints, sparking discussions and finding common ground, and that is to be absolutely 110% commended, because everyone has the right to be able to say their beliefs. Whether they want to shout it at the top of the rooftops, whether they want to post it on social media, you have the right to say what you want to believe. And it's essential to have platforms where everybody's different ideas can be respected and shared. You don't have to like it. You can agree to disagree. So with this anti-woke fashion line, I think Jonathan Isaac is encouraging everyone to let your personality shine and express yourselves without worrying about being canceled or having to hold back. And what's funny enough is this was actually announced back in June, but it's been radio silent. For whatever reason, it's trending and nobody's talking about it. So I was like, you know what? Let's give some attention to this. So on Twitter, there's actually a video announcement of what's going on with Jonathan Isaac. So let's check this out.
Hollywood going woke was pretty easy to see coming. But what happened next, no one expected. Sports went woke.
She is not kidding on that. Sports definitely went woke.
See that guy standing while everyone else is kneeling?
Look at that.
That's Jonathan Isaac.
Standing up, the way it should be.
He plays for the Orlando Magic in the NBA. He also happened to be one of the few NBA players who publicly expressed discomfort with supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. This all came to a head when the players on it.
I'm honestly surprised this guy hasn't been blacklisted. That's how fucking deranged the intolerant tolerant are.
His team decided to collectively kneel during the national anthem. So he did what he felt was right. He stood.
There we go. Instant fan of this guy. Even if he gets blacklisted from his own fellow teammates. You know what I mean? It's good to stand up for yourself and not buy into the social ideologies, like I said.
Now, Jonathan is launching his own apparel company called UNITUS. And he'll
UNITUS.
people together over love of God and country.
All right. I'm already sold. Where can I buy the merch at?
UNITUS is a sports and apparel company, and the basis of it for me is freedom. You have companies that are in that field who have made a content.
And of course, people are going to say this is bad because he's promoting patriotism. Imagine that, where promoting your own Christian faith and your belief that you love your country and stuff is bad. Like, there's legit people out there that think that makes you a bad, hateful person.
Just decision to either attack or undermine Christian values, conservative values and things like that. And I think that they have the free choice to do so. As much as I disagree, but I feel that we also have a freedom to create what we want to create.
Exactly. Create what you want to create. I mean, I'm sold. Sign me up when this comes out.
The hope is to be able to sign athletes across all different sports.
And he's hoping to sign athletes. Okay, we'll see whoever signs up that's a pro athlete that signs up on this, I'm 110% supporting going forward.
The infrastructure of people who are in the sports world, moms and dads who want to buy their kids sneakers and clothes, but want to give their money to a company that they know is going to work towards bolstering their values.
Look at that. He's hands-on. You got to appreciate that entrepreneurship.
As the day continues to get, darker and darker and crazier, you standing up for what you believe in is only going to get harder, but is only going to become more and more necessary.
Good on him. He's the opposite of Kaepernick. I can't stand fucking Kaepernick.
But it didn't end in sports.
There we go. There you go, folks. This gentleman is trying to cause some big waves, and I'm legitimately excited for it. Again, this came out back in June, and it's really not being talked about until right now. And this comes in light a lot of stuff in today's climate where you're seeing people get attacked, and it's just, I'm honestly tired of it. Nobody's talking about this. In my opinion, athletes should be role models. They should be acting like modern day heroes. They should be somebody that inspires change, somebody that inspires looking out for unity. And Jonathan Isaac is one of the biggest athletes I've seen in a while that doesn't appear to be acting like a diva, doesn't appear to be pushing weird, crazy agendas. It looks like he's looking out for what he believes in and embracing that whole idea of going against what the liberal media wants. And sure, this is political, but this is important, okay? If you like your free speech, if you like who you are as a person, you should be accepting and supporting people's endeavors like this instead of whatever the newest fad or bullshit trend is. So I saw this was shared to me, and I was like, man, this was back in June, and I do not recall seeing anything about it. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to bring it to your guys' attention. So stay tuned for this clothing line. I'm actually really excited about it. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below.